All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone. All right, and peace and blessings unto the elect. Mr. Brother Benign from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. It's going to be a quick lesson. We're just sitting and meditating on the scriptures, man, and how this is the ultimate waiting game. Now, what made me think about the waiting game is I had a particular teacher, you know what I'm saying, when I was a child. I remember her making the whole class play the waiting game, you know, and how we're doing and how we're playing the ultimate waiting game in its truth. All right, because when you look throughout the scriptures, all right, you see how it emphasizes waiting on the Lord. You know, you see how our forefathers, all right, was looking, all right, for that rest to come. All right. That's why you had the disciples ask you, you know, you had the disciples ask you, how shall without now restore the kingdom of heaven? I mean the kingdom unto Israel, because that's what all our forefathers was looking for. They knew the prophecy concerning, all right, the Messiah, and when the Messiah come, he will usher in the kingdom. All right, but it wasn't the time, all right, then, you see. And you even had Yahweh Shah say himself how man desired to hear and see the things that ye see. All right. So that shows you how our forefathers was looking, all right, and how had to always wait upon the Lord, man. All right, and it's no different in these times, you see. And I got an article pulled up that I want to go into because ultimately we're still waiting. Our apostles, you know what I'm saying? We're waiting on everything to happen, waiting on the Lord to act, all right, waiting on the prophecies to come. Now we know, um, according to the we measure the time according to the prophecies. Now we know we see World War III brewing, we see the MOTB brewing, we see Jacob Trouble brewing, all right, but we don't know how long it's going to actually take, all right, to be fulfilled. Because I remember, you know, for you newcomers who have the mindset of thinking that, you know, oh, it's just going to happen quick in a hurry, you know what I'm saying? Well, here it is, our apostles have been toiling in this truth for over years, man, even longer than some of us brothers have been alive, man, and they're still waiting. So that's the mindset that you need to have in this truth. All right, when you first come in, to understand that this is a waiting game and it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not a 40-yard dash, man. All right, so you have to have the mindset. That's why the scriptures say that this race is not for the swift. All right, so you got to have the mindset of enduring, and the Lord is putting us through this on purpose. You see, He's making us wait for a purpose, which I'm going to go into this article, as you can see from the Michigan State University Education. It says the waiting game, encouraging self-regulation in young children. It says waiting is tough, but you can help your child develop important life skills and help them win the waiting game. And that's what the Lord is doing with us. All right, He's helping us develop these particular skills that it's going to take. All right, to get through the times that we're getting ready to come into, a time like never before, thus saith the scriptures. All right. So the Lord is equipping us with everything that we need in order to make it through the times that we're going to come into. All right. And it says, waiting is hard for everyone. We spend much of our day waiting. We wait in the grocery store, the bank, or during our morning commute. Simply put, waiting is an unavoidable fact of life. Therefore, since it's unavoidable, being able to wait is an important life skill. Yeah, you see, because it's gonna take patience. You're gonna have to have that patience, man, in order to go through what we're getting ready to go through it successfully. You see, to make it through successfully, man. So we're not gonna be able to get food when we want to, how you can right now, how it's just so abundantly available that you can just go get food right now or any hour of the night. Well, soon that's gonna be cut off. Okay, but the Lord is putting us through these particular skills through this waiting game, all right, in order to develop us, you know what I'm saying, for the times to come. Because you look out in the earth, man, or you look out like just gave the examples, or you waiting in a grocery store, you waiting at the bank, or you on your morning commute, you see that these people have no patience at all. You see, which why it's going to be so easy for them to bend the knee to Esau Edom, all right, to stick their arm out and receive their charagma. All right, because why they have no patience, and ultimately this mindset is being pushed out on the people by Esau. You see, even when you look back on the story of Jacob and Esau, Esau couldn't wait. He didn't have patience. You see, he couldn't wait for that pottage to be done in order to eat. So therefore, he gave up his birthright in order to fulfill his lust, the lust of his flesh at that moment, and he pushes that mindset. All right, that same mindset that he has upon the people. And that's why you see people in the mindset of not having patience because you will be in bumper to bumper traffic. But here it is, a nigga will be riding your ass, swerving all left to right like you going too slow. Here it is bumper to bumper, just to jump in another lane and then jump back in front of you. So now he's just a car ahead of you, like he's going somewhere, man. You see, like it's benefiting him when he could have had patience and just waited, man. And that's what's going to be the pushing. That's going to be the tipping point for these people. All right. When Esau takes away the food, when Esau takes away the pleasures of the flesh, all right, and make it to where you have to bend your knee in order to get these pleasures back. All right. These people ain't gonna have no patience to wait on the Lord because they're not waiting on the Lord now. You see? So what makes people think that they're gonna snap into a slim jim and wait on and be able to wait on the Lord in the times to come, man? Because the Lord is trying us. The Lord is gonna try us, man. You see, all this training that He's been putting us through, now He's gonna throw us in the game and see, all right, have we been taking this practice seriously, man? All right, but going back, like it said, waiting in the grocery store, waiting the bank, or doing our morning commute, because yeah, like I said, these people have no patience at all. All right. And like I said, Esau pushing that mindset on it. That's why it's fast food. You know what I'm saying? Get everything fast. So thirsty, obey, hungry, why wait? Thirsty, obey your thirst. As soon as you thirsty, drink something. So he's pushing this mindset upon the people. All right. So what they got to have it now, as soon as that lust comes into the desire that their flesh comes to them, man. You see? Because I remember at one point in time, man, even with this food and cooking, I remember as a child, and I'm sure older brothers, brothers my age or older than me can attest to this, how, you can be outside playing all day. You know what I'm saying? Your mother or your grandmother will be cooking and you come inside hungry, you know what I'm saying? And then the food not ready. She tell you the food not ready. You can't eat right now. You would have to wait. You would go back outside and play and then you still waiting and you hungry as hell. But then, you know what I'm saying? And when you come back in, the food is ready and that wait is well worth it, man. You see? You eat that food and it's good as hell. You've been waiting on it because she's been putting love in that meal. You see, and now you all that patience that you've been having and waiting on that food to get ready. Now you get to enjoy it. Likewise with what we're going through now, man. You see, this weight that we're putting ourselves through, the turning the other cheek, not exploding, not rendering evil for evil when these people do things unto us. You see, restraining ourselves from reacting in the flesh and standing in the spirit. All this is going to pay off, man. It's going to be well worth the wait. That's why the scriptures tell us that they shall, even though they were a little chastised, they're going to be greatly rewarded. Now, it may not feel like little right now because we're going through it, because the Lord is putting every individual believer through, all right, their particular hell. The Lord is very detailed on his sheep, with his sheep, man. You see, even when you go back onto the customs, man, the Lord, when you look at the customs of a sheep herder, you know what I'm saying, of a man that keep herd of sheep, he was very detailed to the point to where he knew every name of those sheep. It can be 50 to 100 sheep, and he knew them, and he knew that how they acted and everything, because he was very intimate with those sheep. And the Lord is likewise the same way with us, man. You see, that's why each individual believer, whether you brothers or sisters that's walking in this truth, all right, the Lord is putting a particular hell that's customized for you because He know what you need to build you up for the times that we're coming into. All right, we're all on a different road, but it leads to the same place. We're all on a straight and narrow, with some of our straight gates maybe have different obstacles. You see, but at the end of the day, we're all going unto the same destination. All right, which is reaching salvation and perfecting through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. So going back, it says, simply put, waiting is an unavoidable fact of life. Therefore, since it is unavoidable, being able to wait is an important life skill. Just because it happened doesn't mean it's easy. Yeah, it's not easy, man. You know, it's not easy. Believe me, it takes patience. That's why the scriptures say patience. And when you go into that word patience, it means to suffer. All right. It says the capability to wait is really a method of self-control, or the ability to regulate one's own behavior. We practice self-control in many different ways, whether it's resisting the urge to eat the second piece of cake or walking away from an argument. All right. It says we are presented with opportunities each day to control our impulse. Self-control doesn't come easy. It is a result of training and practice. All right. And that's heavy. It says we are presented with opportunities each day to control our impulse. Let me get this in the book of Job. All right. It's going to be a quick lesson, man. All right. This is the book of Job, chapter 7 and verse 18. All right. And it reads, I'm reading the NLT. It says, for you examine us every morning and test us every moment. You see, going back onto what we read, every day we're faced with an opportunity, we're faced with a test, and the Lord is examining us. Those angels are watching, all right, to see how we're going to react. All right. And you have to understand going into that definition of that word meek on how it says that being meek is ultimately understanding that and believing that how the Lord is dealing with us, all right, is for our good. Like the scriptures say, all things work for the good of them that trust in the Lord. So you got to believe that this particular hell that the Lord is putting on you, whether it don't feel good at that moment, you have to believe, all right, that that's for the betterment of you. You see, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Shah. If you don't believe that, then you're not gonna be able to stand, man. You know. But like it says, you examine us every morning and test us every moment. You know, and that's right, man. You see. So every day, like it says, we're presented with the opportunity each day to control our impulse. All right. So let's go to the book of James, chapter 1. All right, I'm gonna start at verse 2 in the NLT. It says, "Dear brothers and sisters, when trouble comes your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy." You see, so though what we presented with those opportunity or those troubles or those testing that the Lord is putting us through, and consider it a great joy. It says, "For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow. For when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing." Yeah, that's what the Lord is doing with us right now. When we read in the scriptures in 2nd Ezra chapter 16, it talks about a time where they're going to come down on the believers that fear the Lord, or they're going to cast them out of their houses and take away their goods, all their earthly possession. And it says, then shall be known who are my chosen. You see, and those chosen are going to be what? Fully developed and perfect and complete, needing nothing. Why? Because they're gonna trust in the Lord and wait on the Lord to react. All right, to act. And that's exactly what we're doing right now, man. We're waiting on the Lord to act. You know, we're waiting on the prophecies to be fulfilled, man. All right, because we believe in these things, man. And you got to understand that you newcomers that come into the truth, go read Sirach chapter 2. All right, that's a great matter of fact, I'll get it. All right. I get it, man. And I'm gonna jump back real quick. This is Sirach chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. You have to understand this. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. All right. So this is totally contrary unto what the Christian church tells you that you're gonna go through when you come to serve God. They tell you that you're gonna prosper. You're not gonna have any. You're not gonna go through anything. Everything is gonna be fine and dandy. Which that's their God that they worship. As the scriptures say, there are many gods. All right, and there are many lords. You see, but the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, when you come to serve Him, you're gonna go through it. You're gonna be tested. All right, and you can read throughout the scriptures and see that the man that the Lord were dealing with were constantly put through things and tested and refined. You see, it says, make not haste in time of trouble. Okay, so you have to constantly endure it and don't run when you're going through something, man. But what do? Verse 3, you cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. Yeah, wait, just wait. So you see how this whole sentiment of waiting and how the scriptures emphasizes the importance of waiting. And the Lord wants us to wait for a purpose, man. It's a purpose, like I said, that He's putting us through this, man. We're waiting on the Lord, all right, because it makes us trust in Him, to trust in His plan, and you know what I'm saying, and when He'll act, and knowing that He'll act at the right time, man. You see, even when we don't understand like what's taking so long. Damn, I've been in this situation for this long. Damn, Lord. But it's a purpose, man. You got to continue to trust in the process, man. Okay. So Psalms 27. All right, real quick. Psalms chapter 27. And I'm gonna get straight to it. In verse 13 and 14, it says, "I have fainted unless I believe to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living." And this is a psalm of David. David said he would have fainted unless he had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living, man. You see, and that's what we cleave unto and hold unto. All right, and the reason that we continue to turn the cheek and wait upon the Lord, man, because we believe in these promises. We believe in the words of the Lord. It says, "Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and He shall strengthen thine heart." Wait, I say, on the Lord. All right. And multiple other scriptures. When you read in Isaiah chapter 40 or 29 through 31, already goes into they that wait upon the Lord, He shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like an eagle. You see, all this is waiting on the Lord, man. You see, waiting on the Lord to act, man. All right. But a lot of our people don't want to wait upon the Lord, man. They tired of waiting on the Lord. Real quick. It's like it seems like I'm rushing through it. I'm at work, and then I want my phone to record it, man, because I done did this lesson a couple of times already, but it didn't record. So, Rock. 16 and 22. Is it 22? 16. Yes. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm reading the GNT. Salakia. Let me. This is my bad. Let's read this in the GNT. All right. This is Sirach 16 and 22 in the GNT. All right, and it reads. I'm gonna start at 20. It says, "The Lord isn't going to give me a thought." And this is going into the mind of the 2/3. The Lord is not going to give me any thought. Give me a thought. Nobody cares what I do. If I sin and I'm secretly disloyal, nobody will know it. It says, "If I do what is right, nobody will tell the Lord about it. Who wants to wait for Him anyway? He is too slow in doing what He said He would." All right, and this is the mindset of the 2/3. That's why it says in Second Peter, they say, where is the promise of His coming?" So since our fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning, because these people are tired of waiting on the Lord. And when Esau brings them that pseudo salvation, all right, when he presents and tell them people, you no longer have to wait on the Lord. Look how long you've been waiting on the Lord. All right, but I have salvation right here. These people are going to bend the knee and look at Esau as salvation. All right, but this is the point. Verse 23: only someone with very little sense and foolishly misguided would think these things. That's 2/3 about the nation of Israel, man. All right, but going back into Sirach chapter 2, what you got to understand, like I said, to those believers just coming into the truth, man, you're going to go through something. Verse 5, it says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. And ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall." Yeah, you see? So we got to stay on that straight gate, man. You see, like Yahweh Shah told us, man. It's only one way. Second Esdras chapter 7 goes into it, man. It's only one way to get into that city that was builded is by that straight gate. But on your left and on your right is water and fire, man. And it's a treacherous path, man. You see? So when these particular things are brought upon you, when you're going through something, you know what I'm saying? You got to stay in the spirit. All right. You got to continue in the spirit, man. You can't let Satan, because Satan wants to sift you. He wants to agitate you and throw you off your game. All right. Just look up that word for sift. All right. It goes into how Satan wants to agitate you to the overthrowing of your faith. All right. He wants to get you to react carnally. That way you won't be protected by the Lord, man. All right. But this I'm gonna jump down, man, for time's sake. Verse 10, I'm gonna read this. It says, "Look at the generation of old and see, did any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?" All right. It says, "For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in the time of affliction. Woe be unto fearful hearts and faint hands, the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore, he shall not be defended." Yeah, you faint hearted, man. Oh man, yeah, man. Nah, bro. The Lord said he ain't gonna defend that type of person. All right. It says, "Woe unto you." This is the point. "Woe unto you that have lost patience. And what will you do when the Lord shall visit you?" Yeah, these people that's tired of waiting on the Lord. What are you gonna do when the Lord pops up, man? Because that's what the Lord is waiting. Like the script, like Yahweh Shah said, man, shall the Son of Man find faith on the earth? The Lord want to see who's gonna keep that faith, man. Who's gonna continue to wait on him, man? You see? So let's jump back, all right, to this article. All right, I'm gonna read this part again. It says, "We are presented." I'll start at the top. It says, "We just because it happened doesn't mean it's easy. The capability to wait is really a method of self-control and the ability to regulate one's own behavior. We practice self-control in many different ways, whether it's resisting the urge to eat the second piece of cake or walk away from an argument. We are presented with the opportunity each day to control our impulse." That Job chapter 7, all right, James chapter 1. All right, self-control doesn't come easy. It is a result of training and practice. That's right, man. It's a result of training and practice, man. So the Lord is putting us through it for a purpose, man. All right. And I'm trying to think of the scriptures, man, in the GNT. I'm gonna put it in wooden beam. Let's see. Because this is exactly what the Lord is doing with us. He's training us up, man. This is Sirach chapter 22 and verse 16 in the GNT. "A wooden beam can be put into a building so firmly that an earthquake cannot shake it loose." It says a person can be trained to use reason and good sense so well that he keeps his head when a crisis comes. And that's exactly what the Lord is doing with us, man. All right. That's what this waiting period is for. All right. That's what this grace period is for. Okay. To build us up and to train us. All right. To use reason and good sense. All right. So well that we keep our heads in the time of a crisis. Isaiah 33 and 6, man. You see, it says, I'm going to jump down. It says, "Chosen, young children have not yet learned the ability to self regulate and are always are not always in control of their impulses. A child may hit a friend who takes their toy without missing a beat. Without mature self-regulation skills, waiting can be a very difficult task for a young child. Even Cookie Monster has to practice waiting. Inability to wait is often reflected in their behavior through tantrums, whining, crying, or misbehaving. Yeah, these days, bro, ain't we children of the Lord? You see, so you have some particular children who's practicing and learning those self-regulation skills versus those who don't want to wait and they acting out with tantrum and whining and crying and misbehaving, man. And we see that amongst these different Israelite camps. Okay, it says as a result, as adults who are practicing the art of waiting, it is very and a lot of these niggas ain't even practicing the art of waiting. These niggas don't. That's why I said, man, going back into traffic and everything, like these people have no patience, bro. We see it daily, all the time, man. You know. Let's see, man. Jump down for time's sake. It's about a 20-minute mark. Let me see. It says, it is a big deal. We don't enter the walk. Similarly, child must be developed connection skills. All right, I'm gonna say waiting in the brain. As a child get older, the brain become more developed. It says they start to gain skills that will allow them to master the art of waiting. Woo! And that's what the Lord is doing with us. As we grow older in His truth, as you spend more time in His truth, you become more developed. You see, like we read in James, man. You know, it says that they start to gain skills that would allow them to master the art of waiting, and that's what the Lord is doing. We're mastering the art of waiting, man. It says they develop long attention spans. Yeah, because Jake don't got a long attention spans, man. You got to have a long attention spans and be able to endure in this truth, man. It says because you'll stop watching for prophecy, just like a child with a commercial. 30 seconds. That's why they make commercial with kids with short attention span. And then you know what I'm saying? Versus somebody who has a long attention, who can pay attention, who's willing to watch. You know what I'm saying? That's why a kid can't really watch. You got kids can't even watch the whole movies, man. You see? But what the Lord is doing with us, He's developing us a long attention span. It says, and improve their memory skills, which paves the way towards self-regulation skills. It takes instruction, guidance, and supports to master these skills. While waiting may seem like a period of inactivity, it is actually an active pursuit. Woo, yeah, man. Because didn't the Lord say in Luke 19? I'm gonna end it off on this, man, for time's sake. All right. Didn't the Lord say in Luke 19? This is Luke 19. I'm gonna get straight to it, man. Let me see. Let's go down. It says, this the Lord speaking a parable, and He said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for him a kingdom and to return. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come. You see? So this is this period of waiting. We have to be active, man. We have to occupy while the Lord is away. You see, that way we can continue to watch and be ready for His return. You see? So just for time's sake, man, I don't want to, you know, get too far into it and this damn phone on record. So with that, Lord, when this lesson will edify, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, the teaching rule well, peace and blessings to the elect. Hey, man, keep waiting. All right. This is a waiting. This is the ultimate waiting game. So keep waiting, man. All right. The Lord is not going to fail us. All right. Shalom.